Hi everyone, welcome back to this month's Freshly Baked at Legality. I am Azima, product marketer here at Legality. And for those of you who are new here, Freshly Baked at Legality is a place where you get all updates, could be new product releases, new feature launches, old product enhancement, all of which we can help improve your paperwork. This is the agenda for this episode. So the first feature that we want to talk about is geofencing. What happens at ground level is your bank agents usually get documents signed outside the bank branch. Now, since this is happening outside the bank branch, you don't know if they're getting it signed on a blank document or on a completely different document. This increases the chances of fraud. The second case is that at times you need the document to be signed in the same state where the stamp duty was paid. So to help you with these two cases, we have built Legality Geofencing. Now with this feature, you can set a permanent location where you want the e-sign to take place. So if the signer is present in that location, only when the e-sign will go through. And after the e-sign has been done, we note that location in a secure audit trail, so you can use it for your future references. I'll show you how you can use that feature from your side. So the first requisite of using this feature is that the admin needs to turn the feature on for the complete organization. So as an admin, you need to come to Accounts tab, go to Department, go to Invitee Configurations, and turn the toggle on for Enables Restrictions-Based GPS Location. Now once you have turned the toggle on for this feature, you can also set up these parameters. So if you set up values here, it will be followed for all documents that gets executed via this account. Once you have done that, you can update. Now as you can see that the changes has been done. Now here's how as a sender you can use this feature. So I'll run a document flow. The steps are pretty simple. Just select so nothing changes here. You just simply select your document, click on next, create a document. Now in the invite section, you enter your invitee details, choose a signature type. I'll go with quick sign here. Now in invitee level options, you need to enable security features. Once you have turned the toggle on for this feature, you need to turn the toggle on for capture GPS location. Now we provide you with two types of restrictions. Number one is accuracy based restrictions. In this, you don't actually, so your priority is not where the e-sign is happening. You want a certain GPS accuracy with this in this e-sign. So what you can do is you can enter an accuracy threshold. This is in meters. So say I enter 100 meters here. Now the e-sign will only go through if the accuracy threshold of the signer is up to 100 meters. So if it's 20 meters, 40 meters, 70 meters, the e-sign will go through. If it's more than 100 meters, it will not go through. The second type of restriction we provide is location-based restriction. Here, you can enter the latitude and longitude of the location you want the e-sign to be happen, and you can set up a permissible radius that you can allow the signer to move in. So the e-signature will go through only if the signer is present in this particular location. Otherwise, it will not go through. So I'll show you accuracy threshold based flow. See, I enter 100 value here, and then I click on save. Now I'll go on next, and then send the document for signing. Now as you can see, the document has been sent for signing. Now I'll show you how as a signer you can sign this document. You will receive the document via email, WhatsApp, or your SMS. You click on the sign button. Now you redirect it to a signing link. Here, this is the document. Click on proceed. Now is when the GPS location capture is happening. So as you can see that I had set my parameters. So I had set my threshold limit to up to 100 meters. And my accuracy is 21 meters. So I am being allowed to e-sign the document. Then I click on proceed and I sign the document. I give a consent. So as you can see, this is how the document has been signed. I'll also show you the audit trail of this document. So as you can see here that my role was a signer, my details. So this is the coordinate, my location coordinate, and this was the accuracy of at the time when I e-signed the document and my location. So yeah, this is geofencing. Let's move ahead. So the second feature we want to talk about is a feature that we have built recently. This came as a request from few clients So what was happening was that to attach a stamp from other series to a same docket, they had to create groups previously as a hack. There was no way to use different stamp series to fix stamps paper on the same docket. This gets fixed with multiple stamp series. With this, you can affix stamps with different purposes to use added to different stamp series to the same docket. Now I'll show you how you can use multiple stamps. So either run a document flow or a workflow, upload a document or select a template. Now you need to turn the toggle on for use stamps. And then you need to turn the toggle on for use stamp series. Now you can either use a single stamp or you can use multiple stamps. So I'll use multiple stamps here and I can enter the stamp series name and the quantity that I want to. And I can add more series here as well. One thing to note here is that you can add stamps from the same state. The stamp value and purpose of use can be same or different. So I can either add the stamp of same value, or if I had, I could add more different values as well. Now I can click on next and these stamps will be added to the document. The next update, we had to talk a few changes we have done to Secure Audit Trail to make it more user friendly for your end customers. So the first change that we have done is that we have added about section in the audit trail. It contains 2 to 3 line description of what audit trail contains, so your end customers don't get confused when they received it. The second change is we have added the role of each invitee in the document. So as you can see here, Anshul here was invitation sender, Rahul here was a signer. The third update that we have done is we have added email and phone number of each invitee under their name. So as you can see, Anshul sent it via this email, Rahul used this email to sign the document. The last update we have to talk about are the changes to NASL article codes. So NASL has changed article codes and few states. You can pause your screen and have a look. You can pause your screen and have a complete look at these updates. So yeah, that is it for this video. You can scan this code and opt in for a WhatsApp and email updates, wherein we will provide you with real-time product updates, industry reports, ROI of digital paperwork. Or you can simply go to this form mentioned below. That is it. I hope you have a great day ahead.